Welcome to the Friday Rant, the place where I discuss irritating first world issues. This week, silly cars. Back in the day, there were two sorts of cars. The saloon car, which didn't look anything like a Wild West saloon, and the estate car, which was also inexplicably named. Previously, there had also been the two-seater, named for obvious reasons, but this became subsumed into the generic term sports car. People knew where they stood, or rather where they drove. But you get my point. The rot set in with the Range Rover. Of course, there had always been the Land Rover. But this was confined to the countryside, where it belonged, and was driven by welly-clad yeomen and yeowomen between planting, harrowing, beating the peasantry and playing the banjo. The Range Rover put a new shell on this vehicle to cash in on the wannabe ambitions of the successful villain or estate agent. Although I agree the distinction between the two is a very fine one. Clad in the large black metallic cage with obligatory tinted windows, Bazza was led to believe that he did indeed own a range, that he could rove at his leisure. But my issue is not with the Range Rover itself. Too expensive for many people to own, and it made the police's life easier in tracking dodgy geezers around the wilds of Essex. No, mes enfants. My issue is the satanic spawn of the Range Rover, the so-called SUVs, that incur my wrath. These now fill the highways and byways of our fair country like a biblical plague of malignant frogs, made wide enough to ensure that they spill over onto the oncoming lane on B roads, and also that they spill out over normal car park spaces. Their ugly, squat profiles are to be seen everywhere, usually piloted by feral nail technicians who have realised you don't have to drive safely if you drive a mini tank. Let us examine the name in more detail. S is for sports. The only sports that their drivers seem to pursued is either the yard of ale contest or the who can have the most orange skin. U is for utility, apparently. Well, that four-wheel drive does come in useful when parking in the high street, doesn't it? SUVs are stupid, ugly vehicles. They make me spit feathers. Do follow or subscribe or whatnot. Toodle pip.